What is the definition of a brand? The term brand refers to a business or marketing concept that helps people identify a company, product or a service. Well, this is just what word brand means according to a dictionary. But what does a brand actually means? Well, brand is a perception that you make in minds of your consumers. A brand is an identity of your company, your product or your service. A brand can also be a personal brand. And today in this video, I am going to tell you how can you become a brand from a small business. Well, is branding only for large businesses? Or can small businesses also benefit from it? Well, the answer is a resounding yes. Small businesses need branding much more than the large businesses because small businesses need to establish themselves in the mind of their consumers. When you watch this video till the end, you will know how you can build a brand from a small business. In this video, I'm going to make you meet 6 very talented brand builders. I'm going to make you meet mentors and experts who are doing branding for products from a long time. I'm going to make you meet storytellers who have developed stories for the brands. But before that, let us understand why branding is important for small businesses. Well, have you ever noticed that whenever someone is thirsty, they would go to a shop and ask for a Bisleri and not a bottle of mineral water? When someone wants to stick something, they would ask for a Fevicol and not an adhesive gum. Not only this, when we want somebody to log on to a search engine and search something, we always say that why don't you Google it? If we want to create a photostat copy of a document, we say go and get it Xeroxed. Well, this is the power of a brand. When a brand name becomes synonymous with that category, that's when we say that the brand has arrived. Well, the power of the brand can be noticed in development of so many successful brands like Tata. Tata is one brand that is trusted globally by almost everyone. There was a survey conducted and so many people were asked which is one brand that means trust to you, and everyone, almost everyone replied it's Tata. Well, that's the power of a brand. Now let me tell you how can you build your small business into a brand. Well, there are expert mentors who are going to guide you how to do that. With the help of experts, mentors and brand owners, we have built a course on Freedom app called From a Small Business to a Brand. You can download the Freedom app from the link in the description and you can see this course. Well, let me tell you that this is a detailed course on branding, on how you can go from a small business to a brand. But before I tell you what all you're gonna study in this course, let me make you meet some experts. Listen to these mentors and you will realize why branding is important for small businesses. Why should small businesses care about branding?
Brands are not about their products or their business lines. It's about, what the brand stands for.
The brand comes in contact with the customer, a moment of truth is created. All that the brand has told its customers will now face the trial by fire or the test of truth, and that's why we are calling it the moment of truth. Hey, this is what you promised. Now I am coming in contact with you. You need to live up to that imagery.
Brand is not about people knows me. What do they know about me? Right? That matters. So many a times small businesses, they think, I've seen many small businesses, their idea of branding is totally wrong. They think I'll print pamphlets, handouts, insert it in newspapers, distribute to every house, so I can build a brand. That's wrong.
I strongly believe that every large thing has a small beginning. And right now, if you're a small brand, it's important that you identify yourself from them who are like a lot of people are there who are going to be doing similar businesses. But if you want to stand out, what is important is your brand. So how it looks, or what's the kind of words that you're using, what is the logo you're using, that defines you clearly, that who you are.
And I think brand building and quality go hand in hand, right? If you talk something and you do not have the quality to deliver that, then it's a sure shot failure, right? So that is why I think brand building, even for small business, is very, very important.
Many people think that branding is only meant for big businesses. So you have huge marketing budgets and only then branding can happen. My perspective is branding starts from the day you start your company. So a small business, equally, branding is applicable, and if not, I think branding is even more important for a small business.
From a small business to a brand. This is not a course. It's a journey. It's like a web series where we take you through different episodes and teach you how you can build your brand. Well, let me tell you what all are you gonna watch in different episodes. In the introduction module, I will make you meet all the mentors in details. All the experts will tell you why branding is important for small businesses, and you will understand the term branding in detail. After the first episode, we go into details and we start off by discussing how a name is important for a brand. Not only you will get to know how to give a successful name to your brand, but I will also build my hypothetical brand along this course. Yes, I'm gonna build my hypothetical home fragrances brand while this course by taking advice from the different mentors and experts. In the second episode, when you will learn all about naming your brand, we will move on to learn in the third episode that how a brand logo can affect the brand image. We are going to study how to think of a logo for your brand, and our experts are going to tell you how your logo should tell your brand story. Not only this, we are practically going to show you that how you can easily make your own brand logo with the help of different tools and websites. Well, you will get practical guidance by watching all the videos of this series. Not only this, when you would have studied in episode 3 that how a logo can tell your story, we will delve more deeper into this subject and move on to episode 4. In episode 4, our brand experts are going to talk about brand promise. Well, every brand has a promise. For example, McDonald's says, "I am loving it." So if you are a brand, you have to figure out a brand promise for your brand, and you have to keep that promise. Yes, that's right. Whenever you figure out what is your brand promise, you have to keep it. Our experts will guide you how to think of a brand promise for your brand, what are the examples of good brand promises, and what are the different kinds of brand promises that one brand can have. After episode 4, you will be learning about brand archetypes. Well, this series is just like a comprehensive course that you would study at a university by paying lakhs of rupees. But we are offering you this series on Freedom app so that you can build your brand. After studying about the different brand archetypes, you will get to know that what is your brand archetype. And on the basis of that archetype, you can develop advertising campaigns for your brand, promotional activities for your brand. So for example, if you are a perfume brand, and your brand archetype is a lover archetype, then all your campaigns would revolve around building the lover image for your brand. This is just one small example that I have given you. In the series, you will study in detail all the 12 brand archetypes. When we move further to episode 6, you will learn about successful brand extensions. Every brand wants to extend itself, isn't it? Amul, after launching the Amul milk, launched the Amul ice cream. Amul, after launching the Amul milk, launched the Amul lassi, Amul chas, and whatnot. In this course, our experts will tell you in detail that should you go for brand extension or not. What is the right time for a brand to opt for brand extension? Not only this, they are also going to tell you the successful brand extension stories and the unsuccessful ones too. Because as they say, we should always learn from other people's mistakes. Episode 7 is one of the most important episodes because in that we shall discuss what are the things to avoid while building your brand. Well, as I said earlier, one needs to learn from other people's mistakes. So all our experts are going to share their experiences with you and tell you things to avoid while building your brand. Moving on to episode 8, you would learn all the techniques for promoting your brand. how to promote your brand online, how to promote your brand offline, how much budget you should spend on promoting your brand, what are the easy and free tools to promote your brand. All of this you're gonna study in this episode. In episode 9, we would move on to brand influencers. We would study in detail what are brand influencers, does your brand need an influencer, and what kind of brand influencer one should choose. And then we would move on to episode 10 and hear some brand stories. There are 3 brand owners in this series. All 3 of them are going to tell you their own brand story, how they built their brand from scratch. Not only this, the other brand experts like Deblina Majumdar, who is an excellent storyteller, is going to tell you how should your brand tell its story. When we move on to episode 11, we are going to share the key learnings of the entire course. If you want to learn from scratch how to build your brand, you should download the Freedom app from the link below and watch the course From a Small Business to a Brand. Type in search From a Small Business to a Brand and this entire comprehensive course will appear. Well, let me tell you that I have taken around 4 months to build this series of episodes to help you make your brand. Do watch this course and share your video feedback at the end of the course. If you have liked this video and you would like to watch more videos on branding, then please comment below. I hope you will share this series link with all your relatives and friends or the business owners whom you want to help. Till we meet next time, this is your host Sugandh Sharma signing off.